Tutti Frutti friends, this is Kirstin. Hope you're well and wherever you are in the world. This is video exciting new step for all our beginner flute players all over the world. And this is an introduction for the flute and with the fife and the toot, and I'll bring them out as well today. Woohoo! On playing not just with the head joints, but actually using more of the body of the instrument today. And you're going to be going at least starting on the 3 notes you always hear of B, A, G. Yeah, so B, A, and G. Now, admittedly, with your flute teacher, you might not get that far. You might only get as far as B today to be able to create that sound from what you've done from the head joints to the top sections, like with my previous videos, to now suddenly putting it together, working out where you put your fingers, as well as your mouth, as well as your tongue, everything else to create that beautiful notes, but also to be able to go, hey, look, I'm reading music. I can play a B, an A, and a G. So I'm going to a little bit speed things up a little bit today, but I will do some others with different music later just to help you out. So just to recap, what we were doing beforehand on any of our beautiful instruments was we were using just the head joint. So the first part, exciting part, is putting it all together. So up until now, we've only just been doing this first section. So just a reminder, we use the cap which goes underneath your mouth from here, and we're able to blow. Now, understandably, once you start putting the rest of the instrument together, the sound becomes deeper, it becomes longer. And of course, your diaphragm, your breath has to not come from your nostrils, not come from your nose. It has to come from further down. So right down into the lower depths of the stomach. So breathing up to blow out and across. Now to do that, you're going to find the first few times 2 things. Number 1 might be dizzy. Number 2, heavy, because suddenly we've gained more bits of an instrument. So to put it together, you'll notice that the keys are all in line, and they're in line to the back of your mouth joint, and the same with your 3rd joint here. Now, if you don't have the whole silver instrument, you might have a curved head joint. That's cool. You might have one of the little ones as well, in sense of the fife or the toot. That's also fine. There is still a little finger at the end. So how does it work? Your beautiful hands, left hand, right hand. Left hand goes over the top part, like the main key over your flute. That is keys over the top. So if I do it this way around, your thumb goes underneath, and there's a thumb key at the back. Now, there's 2 different ones. They do slightly different functions, and it can cause problems later. So at the moment, we're just going to do the one which is just here, this one here. Yeah, okay. So we're just going to do that one, because that's going to help life out later. So that goes in your thumb. Where on your thumb? Depends on your thumb personally, but if you've got your middle pads, woohoo, that's the aim, the fatty bit of your pad of your thumb, yeah? So if that can go on there, that'd be great. And then your fingers, depending if you're going to do the first note as a B, you'll notice my flute has holes in it, but your holes blocked in, but others won't have that. They'll have holes open. That's also great, helps for technique. So you'll notice how you do is your first finger is your first finger. The second finger has to jump slightly, and then your 3rd finger has a little bit more of a reach. Now, to help your muscles and help your hand later, the idea is not to have something which looks a bit like something out of a horror movie, yeah, with a big elbow going, rah, yeah. The idea is from the thumb, you're able to just practice to get your finger, again, the middle of the pad, into each of the notes. Notice not that one, because as soon as you press the 3rd key or the 2nd note down, you'll notice that one then suddenly appears. So you have it on its own. That one goes down as well. You see that pinging up? But again, my finger is in the middle of the pad. And then my 3rd one also, I aim for the middle of the pad. Yeah, okay? So then you'll notice that your wrist, swing it around, your wrist, the aim of the game is to try and get it nice and square, but understand me that might not work because of the nature of your hand. But again, we've just taken it off from the thumb, hold it, put the thumb down, get used to where the finger goes on 1, 2, and 3, and just going, that's 1, That's 2, 3. You might hear the note difference. Okay, go on then. What have I just played? Do it again. Okay, you will find, if you know, great, right at the bottom. If you're not sure, you will when you start hearing it. Now that's your left hand. Your right hand is also helping out. When your right hand goes, if you go all along the keys, beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop, 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 you'll notice there's this bottom bit here. This is called the foot joint. And your little finger has to get used to having its own life, its own purpose. You've got a purpose. So you have to go on this little key just here. Now, it's a little bit, I've got one more round. There you go. So it's just on there. Now, when you put that all together, it means then your thumb, this thumb, is balancing beautifully. It's like a rest, which goes underneath. It's not hugging. It's not having a hugging game. It's resting underneath and the little finger. What about your other fingers? Keep them a little bit towards the keys. You're not playing them yet, but towards them. It's going to help your life later. And it also gets into your muscle memory. So you've got your thumb and you've got 1, 2, 3. And your little finger is down the whole time on each time you press them. And your thumb, not too far forward, not too high and shy at the back, just a nice comfortable rate. What about your wrists? Down. Elbows, in. Head, up. Posture, back. And then suddenly, if I just do the first one, which is your thumb on, yeah, and your little finger only, put your back to your mouth. And this time I breathe in, shoulders down, head up. Look like a professional flute player. Breathe in and breathe out. You'll now suddenly notice you've got a sound. Not beautiful, but it's something. Now, if you can get to that point, if you're using your tongue as well, so t. Beautifully put your first finger down. Now, you don't need to take it off and look at it. You haven't got to go, oh, where are we going? You'll get used to it. Your first finger is on the first note, not the little tiddly one, second one down. Not the tiddly one, second one down. You put that down and you're suddenly playing. So you've gone from to a note. That's a B. Oh, we pick a B. We can play a B. Okay, so that's a B. Take it off. Put it back on. Use your tongue. See it sharper, stronger. Then be risky. Go on, be risky. So remember, it's not the second note you find, it's the third one down. So it's got a bit of a gap to it. Okay? A. It's got to the B. Off. But not off of the thumb and not off the little finger. Those two stay put. B. A. B. A. Go on, B, A. Tongue, A. Go on, B. A. Faster. Right, last note. Remember the B, first one? A with the jump. Remember to get the fingers right into the middle if you can. You should be able to feel it. And then the last one, okay? See if you might have to reach slightly to get that last note. You notice you're going down, so it's going down in sound. G, that's it, B-A-G. Now the A, now the B, A, G, A, B. Now, if your shoulders start to hurt, or your fingers start to tingle, or your breath, or your jaw, or anything else, stop. Have a glass of water, go and have a soft drink, walk around a bit. You'll be so excited. Playing BAG. So just walk around, get your wrists. You must rotate your wrists and your fingers. Yeah. So it's great you got the sound, wicked, but don't overdo it. Okay. So literally twist your wrists up. Once you get going in any of your books, so this book is, this one is Learn As You Play. Then if you play the fife, you'll notice fife music, okay? Also, it's on BAG, okay? And then if you're on this book, which is Sally Adams' Flute Basics, also has stage 1. So if I flick over to the fife now, same thing. Same check, so make sure your flute's in line. Yeah, okay. Same thing again. This time around, you do have a little finger, so you can do it, but everything's smaller. Yeah, so no sticky floppy fingers. So again, B. The A is next door. It's a bit easier, this one. There's no big gap. Yeah, okay. So this one's just the second note. And the third one is the third note. But it's really good because it's got holes. So the middle of your fingers have got to go in it. And you know when you have, because you have little bumps on your fingers. Look, see? Okay. So then you really will know. You put your thumb at the back. Got the first finger. Got the second one. And your third one. That's it for today. Very quickly, the next video I'm going to have is going to be the music from the 3 books I just mentioned, which has got just BAG. That's it. Yeah. So I'll play them on the fife and the flute and the 2, just so you can hear them. So happy tutti fluting to everybody. Absolutely awesome. Thank you so much for tuning in. Share, build with friends, and also around it, if you are looking for international flute playing, in other words, you want lessons on remote, woohoo, I do that, not a problem. And the more the merrier as a group class, because it works out an awful lot cheaper for everybody as well. So if you want to join in that fun, wherever you are in the world, I'll work out time zones, I'll work out other fluty friends of your age, of your group, hopefully of your area, to be able to join up. So speak to you soon, message me in any comments, any areas, and if you can identify what that piece was, good on you. And speak soon. Bye.